foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad ain't pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, don't make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number saved, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Ay, 16 cars in my front yard. Ay, 30 on my wrist.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the New York Giants and the Washington Redskins. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and John.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the New York Giants and the Washington Redskins. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So out comes the Redskins offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by a man who rewrote Brett Favre's passing records at Southern Miss. It's Nick Mullins.
In his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
You ready? 50. Mike is a 50. Check my 50. Hey, that's good. That's good.
He'll come out throwing here on first down. And that's complete to Sanders. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
He's coming. We got that.
Ready? They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. They'll look to throw. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Let's go.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on third.
Watch the screen. Watch it.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's complete to Kelsey. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 28. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does, and in practice it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are, and you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's third down. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's third down.
Come get some. Come on here. Come on.
He'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Hunter Henry. His first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They'll be under the command of the former Florida State Seminole, the #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll run here with Eckler, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Hey, watch it, watch it.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. And the offensive starters for the New York Giants.
And this team is coming in off of their open week, and to me, a pretty good time to have it, too, because it's pretty much right in the middle of the season. So I would think that they'll be pretty well rested and ready to go for the second half of the season. But even more importantly, they got a little bit of a mental break as well. That's going to help, too.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll try to throw now. Winston. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down. We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions. Tried to get their hands on another one there.
And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity. It went by the wayside. But let's not underscore what's going on with this defensive unit. They are around the ball every time it's being put in the air.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, Winston. He's got Adams on the hookup. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. The give to Taylor. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I'm going to run you over. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Even. Wait.
Now a give right side. Taylor. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Easy. Follow. Mike's 50. Watch the run.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And Adams has it, complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 31-yard line.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
But that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Third and short yardage, Winston. And he finds his target. It's sharp. And the ball is knocked out, and the Redskins scoop it. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Now a handoff looking right. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Jameis now on first down. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on second down. Winston. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
50, here we go.
On third down, Winston. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
On first down, it's Taylor. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Winston now to throw on first down. It's caught here by Adams. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now a give, right side. Taylor. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 29, Winston, that is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16. Winston now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year as they are now on the board here in the first half.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And the defense obviously expecting run as well as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd down.
One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we now proceed to the start of the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Switch it.
Now a give, right side. It's Taylor. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Winston now from the 50. And that's complete to Adams. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Working out of the gun, Winston. That's complete to Sharp. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Running on first down, Eckler. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. a give right side. It's Taylor. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque there.
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. Throwing, Winston. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So now we look at the Redskins offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Brockers getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Mullins and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Back now at FedEx Field. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. They'll drop the throw, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Travis Kelce, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. This will be taken very short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The New York set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Taylor. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Switch. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Tighten up. Wait. And even.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. Winston now. He's got his man Sharp complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. He'll get 15 and a Giants 1st down. Jameis now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Watch twist. Check out read. Wide.
Now a give right side. It's Taylor. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Wait.
A 1st down throw for Winston. He completes it to Evans. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. On 2nd down, Eckler. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Even. Watch the safety creep. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
On first down, Taylor. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are once again going to retake the lead. He's giving him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead.
Here we go.
Jameis to throw it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think we can figure out why they went for 2 there, right? Up 1, you want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. Look at Washington as they come onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Got an open man, it's Ratley. A huge play there for Washington. 51 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks and the speed and quickness of that defensive line.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
They'll look to throw, and they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. On first and 10, Winston. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Adams. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Now a give right side. It's Taylor. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now Winston, and that is incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on second and 10. To throw is Winston. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Here's Jacobs on first and 10. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. He'll look to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. It's first and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So it's still first and goal, but now they get to try from a bit closer. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. It's first and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. The Redskins, they can smell victory now. They take a knee. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy.